Hey everybody, welcome to Umbwe Cave Camp. Can you tell? We have a big sign here letting us know where we are. It's called Umbwe Cave because right down the hill from us there's an old cave in the volcanic rock of the mountain. People, when they first climbed the mountain, wouldn't carry tents all the way up. They just find spots where they could shelter under overhangs of rock and little caves, and that was the way that they used to climb the mountain. So this is now just a conventional campsite. You can see here we've got our tents set up. There's a tent for the guides, a tent for us as our tourists, and some porter tents and a cooking tent. There's a restroom back there in the distance. Behind me on the other side here, there's the ranger hut and the rangers hanging out, just making sure everything's staying clean and being conserved and the rules are being followed. And the camp is really beautiful. You can see here that there's a lot of moss and the trees are sort of thick all around us. It's a little bit like the Pacific Northwest. The temperature too. The temperatures I'm going to say in the maybe mid 60s, low 60s here. We're at about 9,500 feet elevation. Let me walk around here with you a little bit and show you what's going on. One of the interesting things about this side of the mountain in terms of the vegetation is that a lot of the rainfall actually comes in the form of what's called nephelenic precipitation, meaning cloud-based precipitation. So we see all around us here that's a total cloud forest, right? We're actually up in the cloud bank, and it's like this more often than not. I've been up here on clear days before, but this is pretty typical of a lot of days in the cloud forest of Kilimanjaro. And so as we go higher, the clouds become a little less common. But what happens, these clouds come along and the leaves of the trees and the trunks of the trees intercept some of that precipitation, and it trickles its way down and falls off and provides a lot of moisture that's accessed, in a way that doesn't fall just straight as rain. So it feels really humid, and the soil down here is always damp, and so it's quite a bit of precipitation effectively, even though the rain doesn't fall that often. Anyway, that's all for now. We're going to rest and drink some tea and eat some dinner and sleep through the night, and then tomorrow we're going to head up into the next zone of the mountain, which is the alpine moorland. We're going to go through a zone of giant heather, and then out of that into a zone of smaller heather and alpine moorland. See you tomorrow.